Welcome to Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I'm a board-certified music therapist, author, and expert on how to use music to relieve stress fast. This podcast is sponsored by McConnell Music Therapy Services, Inc., where they believe in the power of music to transform people and communities. Based in Northern California, their board-certified music therapists support people of all ages and abilities within hospitals, schools, corporations, and communities using music experience to connect, express, and de-stress. Visit them at mcconnellmts.com or their Facebook page, McConnell Music Therapy. This episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold is also sponsored by Dr. Nisi, trainer and certifier of master and executive coaches, because she believes every person, every relationship, every business, and your finances should be extraordinary. Find out more about Dr. Nisi Moore and the Life Coaching Institute at www.drnisi.com. That's DRNEECIE.com. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. It's so great to be with you, and I'm so glad you're here. And I just got to start out with a big heartfelt thank you once again to everyone who's left a rating or a review, especially my nephew, Kevin Young. You may not know this about me, but I used to play guitar in an insanely heavy band back in the 90s. And Kevin is an insanely talented drummer in the heavy music scene, as well as an amazing writer. He writes reviews for indie and up-and-coming heavy bands. And if you have that side of you like I do, you can find him at Kevin Young Music Media on Facebook. I'm shouting him out because I opened my podcast reviews this morning only to be greeted by a wonderful review from Kev that I didn't even know he posted. His review is called Like Mini Retreats for the Mind. And he writes, I may be a little biased as Tim is my uncle, but still, this guy is a gem. From the greeting to the farewell, his tone and personality bring comfort and support to you like a calm sea breeze. With each little piece he plays, there's always a story that gives you a good sense of how the song could be interpreted, though in the end, they can be interpreted any way possible. However you relate to it, it fits. When I'm having trouble with stress and anxiety, I've found this podcast to be the shoulder to lean on. Thanks, Kev. You made my morning. All right, on to the music. We're going to stay in the family lane here today. The story of Nanny is that it is gentle, warm, inviting, and happy, just like Kev's nanny, my mom Sheila. I think about the warmth and joy that is always on my mom's face and in her heart when she talks to my kids or any of my siblings' kids. And that presence and generosity brightens even the darkest corners of my mind. So as you sit back, relax, and let the warm sounds gently wash over you, maybe think about someone in your life that warms your heart in a gentle, soothing way whenever you're around them. And I'll see you on the other side. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I've got a couple of resources for you, which you can find in the show notes or you can listen to right here. So check it out. If you enjoy the sound of my voice and you enjoy the sound of my guitar, imagine them put together. Go to sonicrecovery.com and take your very own relaxation vacation, where I take you out of the stress of the present moment and back in time to a time when you felt happy, healthy, safe, and sober, and then walk you through that memory so you can bring back those feelings into the challenges you're facing today. So go check that out. It's at sonicrecovery.com. If you're a healthcare worker in recovery, check out the Music in Recovery Self-Care Guide for healthcare professionals that I created just for you. That's at hcp.sonicrecovery.com. And if you're a healthcare worker and you'd like more information about how to help your patients use music, you can check out the Music Medicine Guide that I created just for you at musicmedicineguide.com. Lastly, if you enjoyed the pod and you haven't done it yet, would you just take a minute to rate and review it? It really only takes about 60 seconds, believe it or not, and it would go a long way to help us make more people know just how good this pod is, particularly for healthcare workers and their stress. Thanks again. See you next time.